All yours, Coach.
For I'd say 30-some minutes, we played really great basketball, especially the first 20 minutes. That was some of the best basketball we've played. Second quarter, I thought our defense was elite. We were locked in. We were on it and only held them 4 points. We knew that their pressure would ramp up in the third, just like it did last year. And we had 10 turnovers in the third quarter, and they scored, easy baskets out of them. But even at that, we were still right in the game and had chances. And, it just came down to, they made some shots and we missed. I told the team in the locker room, we were 18 for 40 of shots in the paint. We can't miss those easy shots in a game of this caliber against a caliber team, like Ohio State. So. They're really, really good, and again, we showed we can play with anyone in the country. It's just we got to be able to put, and these guys know it. We got to be able to get to the point where we can kind of get over that hump and put 40 minutes together instead of 30-some. And you got to do that in order to beat, a top 15 team. They're a top 10 team probably in the country by the end of the year. So I'm, obviously we want to win basketball games. I hate to lose more than anything in the world. But I'm proud of a lot of things we did and how we competed. But we need 40. We need 40. And we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Raise your hand and we'll get you a mic for questions for the student athletes.
For Genesis, obviously, their pressure in the third quarter, that rattled you guys a little bit. Did you expect that? And was it just execution with the press offense that kind of ran into problems?
Yeah, well, they did that last year. It was kind of a similar thing. In the third quarter, we knew they was going to boost their pressure. I think really it was just us just calming down, because in the fourth quarter, they didn't give us that much trouble afterwards. So we were just staying poised in those moments. I think we're going to grow from there.
For other one of the players, just that second quarter, what you were doing at both ends, what did that kind of look like, and how'd you kind of get that going the way you did?
We prepped really hard all week for this game. It was very detailed. There were a lot of little things that were kind of inserted into the scout, and I think that was just the best execution of a scout I think we've had. But I think our second quarters are usually pretty good, and so we always get that feel out the game in the first, and then in the second, I feel like we just really were feeling it. Like everybody was flowing. Jen and Makai were hitting shots, Hobby and I were getting rebounds. So it's just kind of everybody was everywhere, and I think everybody just kind of was gelling really well.
For either one, your Coach Green talked about just putting that full 40 together. What's the feeling like when you're in the 32 or 35 minute range, but just that close to kind of get one of those big signature wins?
It sucks. It's like the fifth game this season, we're right there. And it's just, I think it's our third quarters, coming out at a halftime, we have to have, there's really nothing else we can do. We just have to do it. And we have to have better starts. And we have to know, the teams are going to come out, ready to play. And so we have to be the same way. And so I think just going into the rest of the season, we just have to take that into account. But as for the other 35, I think it's just executing scout. Everybody's, gelling really well. So just kind of playing our basketball and relaxed, we're poised, so.
Anything else for student athletes? All right.